Hello. Today I found out 3 months later, chat reference in ChatGPT. Okay, chat history, no bueno. Um, this might be a shocker to you, but if you delete your chats, you delete them only from your smartphone. Okay, this is a deal breaker for certain people. Deal breaker not for other people. I'm aware of this, but it boils down to this. If you have like the chat history on and you told them 1 plus 1 equals 3 and you save this as a memory, this is now forever stuck. Like forever, You cannot turn this off. I tried right now with the voice chat like 10 times, delete this memory, and it's sort of hard baked, server-sided. I'll try this later on with the text chat base, but it's quite amazing how stupid this feature is, You, you can sort of, I think harmful things are less possible, but you can say, I don't know, if I put my hand on the stove and it gets quite hot, this is healthy for me. And if you manage to save this as a core memory, and you have the history thing on, it'll always tell you this. If you disable it, it will luckily always ignore this for now. Hopefully this will stay this way. But chat reference is okay. But it's amazing, This is like sometimes if you're too little, if you're too smart, you become too smart for yourself. And, a person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. This is like the same thing. I think this is what happened here. This is totally ridiculous and unacceptable and totally stupid, retarded, unusable, And the funny thing is, as you might be aware, AI is quite certain about lying in your face. So I told him like via voice chat to delete this information. This was basically setting up a smartphone for somebody else, and it kind of mixed up my private project with the business project. It kind of mixed and mangled it. So the result was it thought it's the same thing. Then I told him no, separate it or delete it or both, And I said, sorry, I can't do that, And in the age of Docker and Kubernetes and text formatting, we're talking like memories, which are just textually based. This is actually quite sad if you think about it. On one end, it says like confidentially, I can definitely delete this. I've deleted it. Then you delete this chat, start a new chat. And, what do you know about me? Blah, 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 blah. Delete this information, And you can do this ad infinitum, It will never end. So I wonder how much shitty, wrong, trashy garbage data is on these OpenAI servers, which have no use, which are just bloat, This is basically like saving a cat image 10 million times in just a copy. And you tell like the OpenAI server guys, maybe we just need only one picture. And they say, no, this is training data, man. And say like, yeah, sure, train, there's like this concept theory, whatnot, that allegedly the AI output gets trained by AI itself. And this would mean that, what happens when a brother loves his sister very dearly in an intimate, cold night where they have to warm each other with their genitals. This means incestuous data. And if we draw the analogy from, how should I put it, from humans that are closely related, intertwining, having intercourse to procreate, I think you know what happens. And the same rules apply also to this data set that gets mingled up, with it's royal blood, basically, So newer AI content might be of royal highness. So bow down to your royal highness of hallucinations and gene defects and disorders and illnesses, mentally as well as physically. So yeah, do enjoy that. But on another side note, I visited this guy again, so I sort of know like a couple of people now, and they are like, weed man, weed, like you need to smoke weed. Have you tried smoking weed? Weed is so good, man. Weed is their thing, you know. Like one is a little bit more, how should I put this, offensive about this in some, I do understand certain aspects of that, but it's quite funny how the conversation shifted from, you know, like I said the person, I mean, I could smoke, but I won't. And even if I could, I wouldn't, as I don't know, man. This is like, yeah. Some people are made for drugs and others aren't. And it's not a drug because it's blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure, buddy, tell yourself that. But if you're like, do think about this. If you put something into you, might this change your behavior? And if it does, how much of the substance is you, and how much of the substance is like the substance, yeah. So I'll take a piss at that field, I suppose, as I really need to piss, man. Yeah, let's walk down this sort of riverline thing. I've passed it many times, but never took the piss there. So yeah, what can you say? This is amazing, man, you know? One guy is like constantly, yeah, smoke, smoking is so good, you need to smoke. Have you tried smoking, man? You should like really smoke, you know, because when you smoke, you've smoked. That means you're like relaxed, it's like therapeutical, man. I need to like constantly, because otherwise I can't function. And I kind of grow numb to my surroundings. And it's quite easy for me as a active porn user to say like, haha, your addiction is ridiculous, as my addiction also has side effects, like every addiction has. Big shocker. But the point is the awareness part. Are you aware that your addiction has consequences, man? I am aware of my consequences, so to say. But are you aware of your consequences? I mean, we're talking like I was actively helping sort of, fueling this kind of lifestyle, which in itself is, yeah, I mean, it boils down to this. Here's what I always interpret. When you listen to like, let's say reggae music, this is like a literal piece of metal. Holy shit, man. Can I like cross it? I can cross it. That is insane. Never done this. If this slips away, I'm seriously fucked. You know this, right? Yeah. Holy fucking shit, man. Apparently, it seems to work. I don't know why I'm doing such dangerous shit right now. But yeah. What was I saying? Totally off the plot. Maybe it's the insane amounts of vitamin D kicking in. So what is this? This is like a dam. This is our German Hoover Dam. Quite pathetic, don't you think? Nah. Yeah. Okay, now all the way back, as I can't cross here and there and everywhere. There's a weight. On the other hand, I can just go up there and I'm good. Yeah, I can just cross there. What was I saying? Yeah, blah de blah, weed, man, like totally weed. And why though? Why, man? Just give me a good reason, you know? I don't feel like it boils down to this. Addiction is one thing. The other thing is also like smoking weed is for me like, how should I put this? Playing World of Warcraft at the moment, you know? I mean, it's funny for 5 minutes, but now, what now, you know? So where's the shareholder value? When is the shareholder value returning? Oh, interesting. Like sewage outage, I don't know what it. Ah, this is so there's no water coming up. Good sign to continue. Yeah, as I was saying, I even wanted to do like camera flip today, but I kind of forgot. But I thought when I was crossing the dam, I thought like maybe I could switch it. You know what? Let's be like super wild and crazy. Let's switch it today.